Oh my gosh, Luke. Oh, oh, what a heartbreaker. What a freaking heartbreaker. This don't make no sense, man. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Like, we get everything right all the way down the field. And I did not want to give a hey, we gave it all type of YouTube. I wanted to freaking run out of this house, down the block, round the corner, talk about how great the Ravens played, even in the midst of adversity, injuries, you name it. And here we are, about to prepare for the freaking draft because I got a kicker who can't get his life together in big moments. This is freaking, I can't believe it. I'm distraught, y'all. I just, and then this is the U Fire Bowl, so of course everybody is going to come after. They're gonna come after our coach. They're gonna say fire Harbaugh. They're gonna say fire everybody. The Steelers win the freaking game because my kicker can't get his life together. Oh, where is that massage parlor Justin Tucker when you need him? This is just horrible. Oh man, well good luck to the Steelers in the playoffs because we're down to the off season and I don't know if we got a coach. Heck, right now our quarterback's contract is in controversy right now. Ravens missed the playoffs. See, this is sickening. This is absolutely sickening. Somebody please go get me one, go get me a kicker in the draft. Two, go get me an offensive lineman. Two corners. I need it all. I need the whole nine. Just you know what? Just go spend the whole cap. Spend it all. Because this is another season of failure where we getting worse and worse every year. Last year was we lost what division round. Year before that, AFC Championship. It's just getting worse and worse and worse, folks. We can call it what it is. We can't put this on loop fully. This is plays that led up to that too. You know, the slip from Awuzie. If we didn't have the slip, we wouldn't have to go back there and do what we did there. It's just a lot of heartbreak here, y'all. So, Kenny, go celebrate, bro. Enjoy yourself, man. Look, A. Ron played his heart out, like full on, gave us every punch in the mouth that we could possibly get. Cheeto, it was a slip. We can't be too mad. It was a slip. These things are gonna happen. Brian, what's up, man? Jeez. Like I never seen a freaking drive go so right just to go so wrong. Like when I'm looking at the TV, I'm seeing Keaton Mitchell get the space that he needs to get up there. I see the referee call another call on this daggone illegal shift stuff. I'm so sick of this rule of the freaking head must be next to the waist, this, that, and the other. That is like a way for the referees to find a way to pull us back. It's just ridiculous. So discipline is one of those things that we got a problem with. I can't believe this kick just went to the right. Like, it's a big moment for a rookie, y'all. It is a big moment. I'm hurt. Big Red said, I told you this wasn't a playoff team. Bro, Luke makes that kick. We are a playoff team. But you're right. We're not a playoff team right now. It was a crazy fourth quarter, bro. It was. Back and forth constantly. We lose Kyle Hamilton. We lose the back end of that defense there. Something that was like a chess piece that we can move around anywhere we wanted. He was the queen. He could move anywhere he moved and wanted to move in that defense, and he was off the field. Lamar played his heart out. Can't nobody say that was not primetime Lamar. That was primetime Lamar to the fullest right there. He was sure we didn't get to see as many runs as we'd like to see him just getting loose, going crazy, but he did put Zay up there with 138 yards because they could not protect the back end. Like, I think we lost this game in the third quarter when we are not, running the ball like we need to run. And I know that they were smacking us in the mouth, but you did not see the runs that we would normally run. Where is Pat Ricard on the field running it to the outside like we did in the first quarter on both sides of the field? Like we could have ran it either way, yet we're running it up the middle. I didn't understand that. There was a lot of things that were frustrating. I didn't understand this game, but ultimately, in the end, we had a shot. We had the shot. And now it's just a heartbreaking off season where we got to go figure out how to rebuild, especially with a roster that's not going to be the same this year. These boys, they're brothers. They ain't going to be the same. Heck, we don't even know if we're going to have the same offensive coordinator, defense coordinator. You know, we just don't. We don't know if this is a running back type of deal. We don't know if this is hey, a couple people are not going to be here next year. And then we're going to have all the additions and the competition for the roster. And it's just a full on go home, hit the ice tub, hit the shower, hit the showers, hit the ice tub, all of that. And at least it's just a short bus ride to get back home. What a way to kick off the year. Lamar's birthday is coming up like next week. And here we are. He ain't got nothing to celebrate. It's tough, man. It is tough. Where y'all at, man? Is it time for a new head coach? I mean, I'm with you. You know, because right now, what we doing right now, it ain't working. It's not working. I would like something. I'd like a change. I'd like a change. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what that change is. I don't know if it's at the head of the snake, or if it's a defense coordinator or offense coordinator. I'm not sure. I know that a lot of chess pieces are there that look great. How we use them matters. And of course, everybody's been fussing about Fele and Falele. Yeah, he was a problem. Um, there was a play with Derrick Henry he could have been making a house call, but he had to bounce off Fele. Still made it a pretty decent game, but I think this guy has no push. Give me an offensive lineman, please. Kicking game, like I said, this is probably where we need to call Justin Tucker back and say, hey, look, I know you might have an issue with some massage parlor stuff. Did you beat them Chargers or not? Because we want you back. We need the most accurate kicker in NFL history to come back and reclaim the throne. Because that would have been a chip shot for our guy. Been a chip shot for a baller like Justin. Man, Small Baby was good. Appreciate you coming through. You're here for heartbreak. This is a heartbreak hotel, and I cannot believe that we sitting on the outside watching Pittsburgh sit on the inside of this playoff thing. And I hope they do something with it. I really do. Because it sucks getting beat by somebody who probably gonna get whooped on the first round. Because Houston probably coming for that head. They gonna get pressure with 4. That was something that we had a problem with. We could not get pressure. Do we trade up and get an elite pass rusher? Is one of the things. Or are we good with our offensive line the way it is, or do we make a change? Like I don't know, bro. I'm hurt. I feel like. Where's Brooke at? She need to pull up on Baltimore right now. Or she need to pull up on this was it Hinesfield? Is it Hinesfield still? I'm not sure it's named daggone Steelersfield is. She need to pull up. She need to go ahead and get Tyler Loop the business. Give him the business, man. A says you chill. I'm chill, yeah, because I'm chill because I don't want to go cry somewhere, bro. I don't want to be in the fetal position, crying about my team Ellen taking this L, man. I'm probably about to go watch some television series to keep me up for about another hour and a half, just to get my mind off this, bro. To get my mind off this L. We had him, and we let him off the hook. Now I gotta go look at my Facebook and see my homeboy taking these photos of him and a Steelers score and all this. I can't. I could not tonight, bro. I could not. Y'all understand my pain right now. I think I'm getting sick. I need a day off. I need to call my boss. I don't feel like I got it in me today. Tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do work. The good thing is I work with I work with a lot of people that don't do sports, so that is a fortunate thing. So I can just go in there and don't have to worry about anybody talking about my squad, even though my whole desk is full of purple. Whole desk full of purple, man. I'm like, do I want to do a show tomorrow? I mean, I know y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve the rant. Y'all deserve to be mad just as I am, and then y'all deserve that opportunity to talk about this off season. So we're gonna do the show. Cameron gonna be there. He probably gonna have, he gonna say his piece. We gonna listen. We gonna hear this. Cause dude, this is frustrating. This is so bad. But I tell you what, I ain't giving up on my guys. I'm a little hot right now. And this is a painful season. We know it. If we look at it overall, when you look at the season as a whole, we had Lamar banged up, missing multiple games. We had to deal with a very painful, horrible offensive line, a defensive coordinator who couldn't get it together for multiple weeks. We had to deal with Cooper Rush as a whole. In general, Cooper Rush is just bad news. We had to deal with our two best games of the season, okay, other outside of tonight, because this is probably one of the best games that we have ever played this season. The two best games outside of tonight was Green Bay and, well, I guess you can count the Miami game too, but Green Bay and Chicago. Both games by our backup quarterback. And then we go on this, 5-game tear, and then just got trounced by Cincy, humbled by Pittsburgh. It wasn't the ideal season. We were hoping it turned into something special, but it just did not turn into what we wanted it to be. So in a bright side, glass half full type situation, we played one heck of a game tonight. But the season, thank goodness, is over. We got K-Ham, who we need to get healthy, and he's in a concussion protocol more than likely. I'm not sure what happened to Wiggins' leg, but I was kind of glad he came back out there until he got routed up on that slant by Austin. There's tons of it. Marlowe's fingers. Hopefully, he can get the surgery. And there's questions like, hey, do we bring Marlowe back? Because maybe he's a burn he's a burn victim. Not sure if that's the case. I feel like, will he have another year in him? And if he doesn't, what type of corners are we going to go after? Is Cheeto going to be with us for an extended period? We know Nate is our youngest and probably our best corner on the team. But can we get this guy a sandwich, please? Did you see his arms? Boyden had no ability we need to get him beefed up so he can actually tackle a little bit, because he over here looking like old boy from the Eagles, man. Wide receiver, y'all help me out. But, dude, it was, like I said, rough season. Really rough season. And bright side of this is, it's over. We can now look forward to the draft. We don't have to look at another Pat Mahomes Super Bowl, at least this year. Playoffs is wide open. Good luck to the Broncos, in my opinion. I feel like they got, when Bo Nix is on, he's enough to be able to win a championship. Houston has a really good shot at it, and because I think they have a balance on offense and defense. It's just a stellar defense that they've been building with first-round picks for years, and it looks really good. The Patriots, I'm not a believer. I feel like if Lamar was healthy, we would have beaten them. Cam, you're right. Good game, regardless, absolutely. Kenny, definitely good luck in the playoffs, man. Yeah, Lamar, I feel like we still love our Ravens, and it's just a tough one, man. It's a really tough one. But yeah, like I said, off season wise, they got to sound likely. You see exactly why they got to sound likely, and while it may not be cap wise, they got to do what it takes. Find the money. Lamar is probably going to ask for them to sign likely to the deal. Sure, the numbers, like if you put up Likely's numbers, they're not spectacular, except against a couple key teams. He had that Tampa Bay game a couple of years back when he had the New Orleans game. I want to say, like, there were games when Likely showed his true potential. There are games where you're just like, all right, he don't completely disappear. What happened? Or, hey, dude, you just fumbled big time. Like, you just crushed us. But I still think the upside is huge for this guy. This is the guy that I was kind of ticked about when the Raiders brought him in because I wanted a wide receiver. Turned out we have a guy that has wide receiver ability. And when I look at Cincinnati and how much they spend, because I think you got one wide receiver making 40 mil, you have another wide receiver making 26 million. That's $66 million on two wideouts. If we can't spend 26 million on two tight ends who Lamar absolutely is crazy about, then we need to go ahead and hang it up. I feel like Kohler is nice. Don't get me wrong. Kohler's nice, but likely is a guy who is a mismatch for for linebackers. He's mismatched, and we need to figure out how to exploit that a little bit more. And you think about that next year. Hopefully, they sign this dude. When it comes to offensive line, if they don't go find a guy, I don't care where they find him. I don't care if they got to go rob somebody else's roster. Bring out some Ravens that were previously here, like let's say Jermaine Illuminor if he's a free agent next year. Find me that offensive lineman that can protect Lamar. Give him a little bit more time in the pocket. I need two of them because our two guards are not it. As far as run game goes, man, I'm hoping Henry still got some more gas in the tank. We've seen how he trains. We love watching this guy take off and go for the big runs. People want to tell us that we should have ran it more. I think third quarter, yeah, we could have. But ultimately, Lamar took care of business on that. Like I said, he put that team in position to win that game, no matter how bad that defense gave up on them or gave us some plays. They needed to get off the field, and we couldn't get off the field because Aaron was playing smarter than us. Uh, I told y'all before this game started that there were key factors that needed to be shut down so that we could have a shot. And those key factors were Gainwell and Warren. Those two were significant in destroying this team all the way down the field. Austin got involved, Freiermuth got involved, and Aaron found them. But ultimately, if we had been able to stop those two on those wheel routes, those open space type of field tackles that we supposed to be disciplined enough to make, break it down and don't let him juke you out your shoes. I know it's easier said than done, but still, I feel like that was where we needed it. That was exactly what we needed. Now we gotta, like I said, hit this daggone reset button, man. I don't want to look at a press conference. I might go on a hiatus for a little bit, man. I'm just going on a little hiatus. I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm in my feelings right now. I'm probably about to go find some ice cream or something and eat my feelings for a little bit. But sharing was good. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit subscribe, smack the bell. Uh, we got a long off season, 108 days to the draft, I'm guessing. But we just got to get through this playoffs and the Super Bowl without our guys there. And it's just, when we look at it, if it was one more week, we'd probably be like at home. I'm not saying we probably, like back in the day, we were home 1 week later, basically. And if we really want to just talk about how we do each year. And you said you're the last one. Never mind. What you talking about? Last one? What, Spencer? Spencer D.N. Never mind. You're the last. I still don't know what you're talking about. You're the last what? I know. I'm still rock with us, man. I ain't going nowhere. And if we got to turn to the Cowboys as far as the mentality during the offseason, this our year, this, that, and the other, let's do it. We still believe in this team. There's a lot of people out there that do not. They want their pound of flesh. They want Harbaugh gone. I'm good either way, I'll be honest. As long as we got Lamar and we can fix this offense to be even more aggressive because we got some guys, man. Like, you look at this roster, and like I said, during the offseason, it was highly touted that we had the best pound for pound roster in the league. Of course, they said it about the Cleveland Browns a couple of years in a row. We know how that turned out, but we had the best roster because we had every position. We had something that was deadly except for offensive line. Maybe that's where we need to start. Is just the looking at the nucleus of this team and start it there from the inside out. It's when the games are won and lost in the trenches. And if we ain't got the line to take care of that, then that could be a problem. Um, Having a defensive coordinator who's not going to open up the gates and allow teams to just march their way down the field aggressive, without doing something that wasn't predictable. We needed something off script, and if that is, hey, get on the phone, call Rex Ryan because he was a defensive coordinator who cooked things up that weren't normal. He cooked up some stuff for us, and that was like, you love to see it. It was like one of those things where you knew that when the Ravens put like six guys on the line, that probably five of them was blitzing, and then one of them might have been a defensive tackle back out in coverage, and you're like, wait, the D tackle was out in coverage. It was insane. Like it was organized chaos. You didn't know what the heck was happening when Rex Ryan was running the defense. When it comes to Zach Orr, unless we have K Ham on the field, things get a lot predictable. You could clearly see that Aaron had us he had us picked. He had he had us pegged full on. Every bit of the way he knew exactly where he was going. And we knew that there was nothing that we can do about it. If it was a slant, boom, he had us. Wheel route, because he saw it before the snap. We did the disguise coverages. Eh, just frustrating. Oh well. Let me go watch a show or something, get my mind off of it. I'll see y'all probably tomorrow night as we try to break this down. Like I said, I'm just gonna listen to Cam Root for a bit because I know he's gonna have a lot to say on this. I'll give y'all, the hard facts, and we'll talk about it later. Two claps, fade to black.